cyber data has been all. CEO much an aggressive deal new $1 lithium battery plant. Dan Hall covers Tesla for the San Jose Mercury News and says Musk is a businessman.
He's a straight shooter, and he's not afraid to, pit states against each other.
Nevada is one of 5 states competing for the plant, which is expected to cost $5 billion to build and bring with it more than 6,500 high-paying jobs. The fierce competition quickly turned into a political sideshow. Texas got Tesla in California, along with the only California State Senator Ted Gaines showed up at Tesla headquarters with a golden shovel
to symbolize that California is ready and willing to help out.
Easier said than done. Elon Musk made it clear the winning state would have to pitch in 10% of the cost, $500 million.
That's where the battery pack goes.
When Musk showed CBS News around his factory in Fremont, California last year, he shared the reason he wants to ramp up production.
I think affordable long range can help.
There are financial benefits to building the plant just across the California border. Nevada has no corporate tax, no inventory tax, and for workers, no state income tax.
Nevada is home to one of the only lithium mines in the country. There are a lot of solar, wind, and geothermal resources in northern Nevada, so Tesla can build a factory that's kind of green and makes use of renewable energy.
There's disappointment here in California today, but all is not lost. Tesla says it still may build a second battery plant, and California's Governor Jerry Brown tells us he's still working very closely with the company.
Yes, that's doing and thinker. And now Nevada,
Very interesting story.
it really is.
In the competition among states.
It's just starting out. Carter, we thank you again. I had the town so notorious for speed traps. This billboard has been around than a decade. Some of the very officers who wrote the tickets are slamming on the brakes. That's next on CBS This Morning.
If you have type 2 diabetes, you may know what it's like to deal with high and low blood sugar. Januvia sitagliptin is a once-daily pill that, along with diet and exercise, helps lower blood sugar. Januvia works when your blood sugar is high and works less when your blood sugar is low, because it works by enhancing your body's own ability to lower blood sugar. Plus, Januvia by itself is not likely to cause weight gain or low blood sugar, hypoglycemia. Januvia should not be used in patients with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Tell your doctor if you have a history of pancreatitis. Serious side effects can happen, including pancreatitis, which may be severe and lead to death. Stop taking Januvia and call your doctor right away if you have severe pain in your stomach area, which may be pancreatitis. Tell your doctor right away and stop taking Januvia if you have an allergic reaction that causes swelling of the face, lips, tongue, or throat, or affects your breathing, or causes rash or hives. Kidney problems sometimes requiring dialysis have been reported. Using Januvia and a sulfonylurea or insulin together may cause low blood sugar. To reduce the risk, your doctor may prescribe a lower dose of the sulfonylurea or insulin. Your doctor may perform blood tests before and during treatment to check your kidneys. If you have kidney problems, a lower dose may be prescribed. Side effects may include upper respiratory tract infection, stuffy or runny nose and sore throat, and headache. For help lowering your blood sugar, talk to your doctor about Januvia today.
What if there was a credit card where the reward was that new car smell?
The time is 7:42 a.m.
A card that gave you that inner 16 that just got my first car feeling. Presenting the Buy Power card from Capital One. Redeem earnings toward part or even all of a new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac with no limits. So every time you use it, you're not just shopping for goods. You're shopping for something great. Learn more at buypowercard.com.
Kannst du das Strudel? Småfrusen befalling? Ja.
Neutrogena Naturals, a line of nutrient-rich skincare with pure, naturally derived ingredients and clinically to cleanse, purify, and moisturize. And you'll never find any harsh chemical sulfates, parabens, or unnecessary additives. Healthy skin starts from within. Neutrogena Naturals. Learn more at NeutrogenaNaturals.com.
There's never been a better time to upgrade your living room at Rent-A-Center. Get a new Ashley sofa and love seat for just $19.99 a week. That's savings up to $10 a week. Choose from 3 different colors to match your style and get a flexible payment plan to match your budget. Only at Rent-A-Center.
Football starts here with a big rival between the Steelers and the Ravens. Thursday Night Football kicks off next Thursday on CBS and NFL Network.
You only said you're smarter than a genius.
I need you and your team.
It's a team of them.
We have a combined IQ of 700 million miles from normal.
September 22nd.
You don't compromise, and you're never willing to settle. So why are you wearing glasses with just any progressive lenses? See the difference with Verilux, the only progressive lens brand with lenses designed as wave technology. Enjoy smooth trans and sharp vision at any distance. See your eye care about Verilux, number progressive lens brand. Ask for Verilux. Never compromise your vision.
Now save $30 on Verilux when you combine with Crizal and Transitions lenses.
Once you find the small town of Waldo, Florida, you'll probably find some speeders too. Police there face heat for giving out too many tickets. Vicente Arenas is in Waldo, where the police chief is in trouble. He may be enforcing the law too much.
The town of Waldo has long been known as a speed trap, but allegations contained in these documents say the police chief here was ordering his officers to meet ticket quotas, which is illegal in Florida.
Waldo, Florida spans just 2 square miles, but its reputation stretches nationwide.
I meet people from different parts of the country who, when I tell them I live in Waldo, say, we know about Waldo, they write traffic citations there.
According to AAA, the town is one of the worst speed traps in the country. It's so bad, a driver's rented this good warning.
The problem is there are 6 different speed limits in just a couple of miles. You come in at 65, drop to 55, then 45, and then 35.
Now, 4 of the 7 officers here say Police Chief Mike Zabel required each cop to write 12 citations per shift. Jerry Gentry quit the force last year.
What did you think when you were told that you had to write those tickets? I just thought at the time that's against the law. I mean, you can't give me a quota.
He's right. Florida state law prohibits ticket quotas. The Waldo Police Force issued nearly 12,000 speeding tickets in 2013, collecting more than $400,000 in fines. That's roughly a third of the town's revenue. At a town council meeting last week, the officers presented their evidence, including emails allegedly written by Zabo. In one, an officer reported having written only 5 tickets at the end of his shift. Zabo responded, see, if you have some work to do, come in.
The response that I got was, if you don't make tickets, then you get another job.
Zabo was suspended last month pending an investigation by the state of Florida. He and the mayor declined our request for an interview. Here.
Phrase, where's Waldo is asked, what we'd like people to know, it's the safest place you can drive in America.
Some locals say that rebranding is long overdue.
The people of Waldo are good, working people, and we don't need to be classified as the speed trap of America.
Officers in Waldo say they won't hold back from writing speeding tickets. They say their main concern is keeping this community safe. Gail?
All right, listen, they got it. I like that twist on it. It's not a speed trap, it's the safest place.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that the mayor's
And by the way, we can use the revenue.
Yeah, that too.
And the mayor got caught in his own speed trap. I'm not, I said it, the chief.
The chief.
The chief.
So I'm feeling things are going to change there. Thank you, Vicente. The hunt is on this morning for a dangerous cobra. There he is. We'll show you why parents in the middle of the city are being warned. But first, it's 7:47. Time to check your local weather.
Hello everyone, we're going to have a little bit of cloud cover across the afternoon, but another hot, warm day. We have a cold front up to the north, actually going to be here this weekend, but today's timeline, you can see how temperatures will be into the upper 90s with a feel-like temperature closing in on 100. But come this weekend, we're talking about a 30% chance of thunderstorms on Saturday, and for the Dallas home opener, a 20% chance of thunderstorms and a little bit cooler.
So the nutrients for your eyes, heart, and brain go to... It's up. Coupon fun.
The wish we would all is health. So we quit selling cigarettes in our CVS pharmacies, expanded Minute Clinic for walk-in medical care, and created programs that encourage people to take their medications regularly. Introducing CVS Health, a new purpose, a new promise to help all those wishes come true. Is everything.
Did you know enamel is your teeth's first line of defense? But daily eating and drinking can leave enamel rough and weak. Introducing new Colgate Enamel Health Toothpaste.
Its unique formula replenishes weak spots with natural calcium and gently polishes for strong, healthy enamel.
Strengthen the enamel that protects your teeth.
Introducing new Colgate Enamel Health Toothpaste. Replenish and polish for healthy enamel. Colgate, #1 brand recommended by dentists.
Lowe's presents how to install a fence while riding a motorcycle.
Get 10% off all fencing and decking when installed through Lowe's.
When your favorite food starts a fight, fight back fast with Tums. Relief that neutralizes acid on contact and goes to work in seconds. Try great tasting Tums Chewy Delights. Yummy.
What?
Where's this?
Call today because we have a special best for you. Our free filled with invaluable information. Call 1-800-800-3182 now. No credit card needed. Ask for a free bonus.
Lifestyle Lish. Lifestyle Lish.
800 3
When change is in the air, you see things. It's in this spirit that ING US is becoming a new kind of company. One that helps you think differently about what's ahead and what's possible when you get things organized. ING US is now Voya, changing the way you think of retirement.
Florida, California animal control authority for a dangerous snake. It's on Los Angeles. The venomous albino cobra parent escaped home. It appears to be several feet long with a potentially deadly bite. The snake attacked a dog in Thousand Oaks Monday night, but the dog survived. And they're telling people, don't try to capture this thing yourself.
No.
Call me expert. Do you need to be told that? Yeah.
And the scary word there was venomous.
Yes, that's right. And hard to pronounce.
Yes. Ahead, Norval Jones from Raleigh, North Carolina, where he's moderated an important Senate debate. We'll talk about that.
Sometimes our co-pilots lead us. They inspire us to try new things, to push our boundaries, and live life to the fullest.
At Petco, we like to do the same for our pets. It's why we're so selective about the food we offer, like Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs. Now 10% off entire stock for a limited time. Because when our companions live well, so do we. Petco, the power of together.
With 5 perfectly sweetened whole grains, you can't help but see the good.
Moms know that no two mouths are the same. That's why there's a Listerine product for every mouth. One to clean your whole mouth. One for those hard-to-reach places. One to protect kids' mouths from cavities. Even one to freshen breath on the go. With over 100 innovation in oral care, there's a Listerine product for every mouth in your house. For cleaner, healthier mouths, go beyond brushing alone. Listerine, power to your mouth.
It's happening. Today, more and more people with type 2 diabetes are learning about long-acting Levemir, an injectable insulin that can give you blood sugar control for up to 24 hours. And Levemir helps lower your A1C. Levemir is now available in FlexTouch, the only pre-filled insulin pen with no push-button extension. It lasts 42 days without refrigeration. That's 50% longer than Lantus, which lasts 28 days.
Today, I'm asking about Levemir FlexTouch.
Levemir is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults and children with diabetes and is not recommended to treat diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not use Levemir if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause symptoms such as sweating, shakiness, confusion, and headache. Severe low blood sugar can be serious and life-threatening. Ask your doctor about alcohol use, operating machinery, or driving. Other possible side effects include injection site reactions. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take and all of your medical conditions. Check your blood sugar levels. Your insulin dose should not be changed without asking your doctor. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, sweating, extreme drowsiness, dizziness, or confusion.
Today's the day to ask your doctor about Levemir FlexTouch, covered by nearly all health insurance and Medicare plans.
With ingredients like roasted hazelnuts, skim milk, and cocoa, there's a whole lot of happy in every jar of Nutella. Spread the happy.
Tonight on an all-new Late Show, Dave's got Steve Buscemi. And tomorrow, see what a genius is? Don't miss Tina. Have a good day. Okay, who's that? Wait, decaf vanilla mochaccino.
Yeah.
And you're an ice skinny hazelnut macchiato.
If it seems like Scott Paget always knows what's coming, wait till you see his weather forecast. CBS 11 News this morning from 4:30 to 7.
For almost 4 decades, San Antonio Shoemakers has crafted shoes to perfectly fit your feet and your life. Come in and see the amazing styles and world-class comfort now at San Antonio Shoemakers. 12 Dallas-Fort Worth area locations.
This is a CBS 11 News update, sponsored by Chase. Sending money is as easy as sending an email with Chase QuickPay.
Good morning to you. We're taking a live look right now at your commuting time saver traffic of our TxDOT camera. I know it says 360 at Stone Myers. This is actually 121 at Stone Myers, where we did have an earlier accident. They've cleared it out of the way. So traffic is starting to recover, but as we take a live look, 35E at 121. Yeah, you can still see we are getting some slight delays there, so you might want to give yourself some extra time there in both directions. Also getting some slight slowdowns through Dallas, Widow Rogers, Spur 366, right around Louis Street, and as you continue on there through that tunnel there, that Pearl Street exit, you can see that's also starting to slow up. I-30 westbound through the canyon, also going to be a slow ride, and not much better out there in Fort Worth. It's a mixed master on 35W. We're going to turn it over to Jeff right now to look at our forecast.
A lot of sunshine in those shots, other than the ones in the tunnel, but you can see as we look outside over Dallas, there is a lot of blue sky in store for us today. What that means is another warm day for us. We look down to the south, and all this moisture from the tropical systems down there staying to our south. We look to the north, we see a cold front, but this is not here until this weekend. We'll pick it up with tomorrow afternoon, which is going to be just like today. This afternoon we'll be into the upper 90s with a high humidity, and then this cold front comes in and gives us a decent chance of rain for the weekend, especially on Saturday. Here's your 7-day forecast. with temperatures upper 90s today and tomorrow and cooler for the weekend. Hey, we're always on CBSDFW.com. We'll be back in a half hour.
This has been a CBS 11 News Update, sponsored by Chase. Sending money is as easy as sending an email with Chase QuickPay.
It's held over, the Lazy Boy Labor Day sale, where you'll find amazing savings throughout the store on a great-looking selection of recliners, chairs, sofas, and more. Plus special financing available. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
They're champion high divers, total thrill seekers, racing daredevils. Your kids are fearless. Help them bring that confidence into the classroom with the Kumon Math and Reading program. At Kumon, children become independent problem solvers, developing self-learning skills that make them fearless in school and beyond. Now's the time. Find your Kumon Center. When you're hungry, here's a little trick. Jump in the car and get a Golden Chick. Golden Chick.
Coming now for the Golden Chick 3-piece combo meal. Choose from tender golden roast chicken or crispy golden fried chicken. That's 3 golden pieces served with your choice of a fresh-made side, a hot yeast roll, and a 32-ounce drink. It's all made fresh and served fast. The Golden Chick way.
If these legs could talk, they'd recite a history, from jumping rope to climbing the corporate ladder to finding that great guy who just can't seem to tell time. But take care of those varicose veins, because these legs have a lot more history to make.
Varicose veins are more than unsightly. They're a progressive disease that gets worse if left untreated. Vein Clinics of America understands. Call VCA today at 866-659-VEIN for your free consultation.
And listen to your legs. It's held over, the Lazy Boy Labor Day sale, where you'll find amazing savings throughout the store on a great-looking selection of recliners, chairs, sofas, and more. Plus special financing available. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Tune in to Big Brother, tonight at 8, only on CBS 11. Sponsored locally by Aldi. Simply smarter shopping.
Smart, aggressive, accurate. CBS 11 News.
It is Thursday, September 4th, 2014. Welcome back to CBS This Morning. More real news ahead, including Samsung's new devices. They are stealing Apple's thunder and maybe some of its customers. But first, here's a look at today's eye-opener at 8. President Obama and David Cameron said neither nation would be cowed by ISIL. They urged other NATO nations to join the fight.
Lawmakers want to see signs that he is crafting a plan, and they want the White House to share that plan with them as soon as possible.
Russia's warning NATO leaders that offering any kind of membership to Ukraine would be a blatant attempt to derail peace talks.
Nancy Reichel first thought she had malaria. Then she was tested again and got the news it was Ebola.
The darkest moment was the night they put me on the airplane, not knowing whether I'd ever see my husband again.
It has been 72 hours since their escape, and last night another 21 prisoners tried to do the same thing.
There's disappointment here in California today, but all is not lost. Tesla says it still may need to build a second battery plant.
Why are you making smaller seats when most people I know their butt's getting bigger? It's true.
Actually,
Peter, isn't that true?
it is absolutely true. The butts are getting bigger.
That the butts are getting
This is
bigger.
the butt report. 2 women were stuck in the water with the sharks swirling around them.
We just heard during the break that this is your first day of work. Welcome. What a story you have. Okay.
Chris, the gray whites are in the water, not on land.
The gray white is in the water.
I'm Charlie Road with Gail King. Nora Donald is on assignment and will join us in a moment from North Carolina. CBS Sunday Morning Jane Paul is with us at the table. President Obama is discussing Ukraine, ISIS, and other threats this morning with officials from 27 other NATO countries.
The leaders kicked off this morning by gathering together for their annual group photo. The summit in Wales may lead to action against the terror organization that, as you know, has murdered 2 American hostages. Major Garrett is traveling with the president in Cardiff, Wales. Major, good morning.
Good morning. President Obama now says his military goals against ISIS are to first degrade and ultimately destroy the terror group now controlling parts of northern Iraq and northern Syria. Top White House officials say that mission will take months and could possibly last years. For his part, British Prime Minister David Cameron said the United Kingdom's goal is to squeeze ISIS out of existence. The two leaders wrote in today's Times of London that neither nation would be cowed by the brutal tactics of ISIS and urged other NATO member nations to join the fight. You cannot find ISIS anywhere on the formal NATO agenda here, but it casts a shadow over almost every single conversation. The other big issue here, of course, is Ukraine. The United States and its European partners are looking for a ceasefire and a diplomatic resolution of that crisis. The president met this morning with Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko and the leaders of Great Britain, Germany, France, and Italy. In addition to seeking that diplomatic solution, European nations and the United States are considering another round of economic sanctions if the military confrontation in Ukraine continues. And also, NATO has pledged to provide military defense to any NATO member invaded by Russia. All this talk is giving this NATO summit a confrontational feel not seen since the Cold War. Jane?
Major thanks. And this morning, Henry Kissinger says President Obama is much too cautious about ISIS. In an interview for Sunday's Face the Nation, the former Secretary of State tells Bob Schieffer the U.S. needs to send a strong message.
I think when they kill an American, when they cut the throat of an American on television and distribute that around the world, then a measured response is inappropriate.
A measured response is
I think one should then hit most of the known ISIL targets, just to show that we are paying attention seriously and to show the rest of the region that there's a limit beyond. One cannot play this as a normal state-to-state game.
You can see Bob Schieffer's full interview with Henry Kissinger on Face the Nation this Sunday morning here on CBS.
The midterm elections will be held 2 months from today, and the race for Senate in North Carolina has national implications. Polls show Democratic Senator Kay Hagan is in a dead heat with her Republican challenger, State House Speaker Tom Tillis. The two candidates tore into each other last night at their first televised debate. Our own Norah O'Donnell was the moderator of the debate.
You voted with President Obama 95% of the time.
I want people to know I am the most moderate senator in the nation. The Nonpartisan National Journal has ranked me that because of my ability to walk across the aisle and get things done.
Kay Hagan's voted with President Obama 95% of the time. I think the real answer is she probably regrets the fact that she's been a rubber stamp for Harry Reid and Barack Obama.
I disagree with the Hobby Lobby decision. Speaker Tillis agrees with it. It does allow employers to deny access to birth control for their female employees. Speaker Tillis has defunded Planned Parenthood. The only state I know of that's actually done that. I tell you, when I look at Speaker Tillis's record on women, it is abysmal.
We go down to Norah O'Donnell, who's in North Carolina, and I certainly hope you enjoy North Carolina. You did a great job last night. Tell me what we expect to hear more of going forward.
Hey, good morning to you guys. It's great to be here in Raleigh. Let me just first to say, it was an honor to moderate this debate, but Charlie, I think they were a little disappointed that their hometown hero, Charlie Rose, wasn't here. How's Charlie doing? How's Charlie doing?
Plenty pleased to see you rather than me. But anyway, it's a great state, and this is one of the
It is one of the most important races, Senate races in the country. It could decide which party controls the United States Senate. You know, there are 7 Democratic-held seats that Mitt Romney won in 2012, so they're very close. This race here in North Carolina, it's actually the second most expensive race in the country. They've already spent some $30 million, and as you heard in those clips from the debate last night, Senator Kay Hagan, the Democrat, is being branded as a rubber stamp for President Obama. That's how her challenger, the House Speaker Tom Tillis, said she voted with the president 95% of the time. On the flip side, she's tying him to an unpopular Republican legislature here in North Carolina. What's the bigger picture? And I think the really interesting thing is the debate about whether it's potential executive action by the president on immigration reform. Also the issue of minimum wage.
The minimum wage here in North Carolina is $7.25 an hour. That is the same as the federal minimum wage. Already today in this state, it's all over the local news. There are debates about raising the federal minimum wage, protests outside McDonald's and other fast food shops. So that's kind of an issue that you see percolating out there. And people are watching this race because if the Democratic incumbent senator here starts to dip in the polls, that will mean also elsewhere that Republicans have a very strong shot at taking the U.S. Senate.
It is a very important race. Nora, safe travels. We'll see you here tomorrow.
Oh, I'd spend a couple days down there if I were you.
Yeah. Gail, before you say goodbye, I just wanted to show you because they brought us some really nice catering here this morning. I know you like those cronuts, but this is a bagel and a donut that they brought us here, so I'm calling it a bo-nut. What do you think?
I'm thinking that's some good eating, and I'm thinking Southern hospitality is alive and well.
Southern hospitality. And if it's not enough, you can have cream cheese with it.
All right, Nora.
There you go.
Thank you. See, she does breakfast too. Ahead first on CBS this morning, a vacuum cleaner that sees in all directions. We've got all the dirt, so to speak, on Dyson's newest invention. But first, it is 8:08. Time to check your local weather.
Well, good morning. We're going to have a lot of sunshine today, and across the afternoon, we're going to have temperatures in the upper 90s. All this rich tropical moisture staying to our south. We put a slight chance of thunderstorms across the southern tier, but this cold front that we see across the northern plains will be here this weekend. But until then, upper 90s, both today and tomorrow, and then the front arrives midday on Saturday with a 30% chance of thunderstorms, a 20% chance on Sunday, a little cooler.
It's the JCPenney Big Bonus Sale. JCPenney credit card members get 20% off the card and coupon. Or get doorbusters like 50% off Worthington, 50 to 60% off bed pillows, and 65% off suit separates. JCPenney. When it fits, you feel it.
When I crave a smoke, that's all I crave. That's where this comes in.
Only Nicorette gum has patented dual-coated technology for great taste. Plus, Nicorette gum gives you intense craving relief.
And that helps put my craving in its place. That's why I only choose Nicorette.
Ahead, Shakespeare on the Potomac. We're standing with the largest collection of Shakespeare anywhere in the world. I'm Juliana Goldman, and parting is such sweet sorrow, but coming up on CBS this morning, how it all found a home just 2 blocks from the U.S. Capitol.
Living with chronic migraine feels like each day is a game of chance. I wanted to put the odds in my favor, so my doctor told me about Botox, an FDA-approved treatment that significantly reduces headache days for adults with chronic migraine. 15 a month. Lasting 4 hours or more. It's proven to actually prevent headache days, and it's injected by my doctor once every 3 months.
The effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't take Botox if you have a skin infection. Tell your doctor about your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Put the odds on your side. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com to learn how to save on your treatment. Talk to a headache specialist today about Botox.
What if there was a credit card where the reward was that new car smell and the freedom of the open road? A card that gave you that I'm 16 and just got my first car feeling. Presenting the Buy Power card from Capital One. Redeem earnings toward part or even all of the new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac with no limits. So every time you use it, you're not just shopping for goods. You're shopping for something great. Learn more at buypowercard.com.
Want to feel nature's energy? Learn to see it through a different set of eyes. Listen to its sounds and explore all the different sensations. This is nature. See it or not, it always fills you with energy.
More real news, That's our promise to you. CBS This Morning.
It's the final days of Mattress Firm's Labor Day sale. Don't miss the biggest sale of the year where all mattresses are still on sale. Like Sealy Firm Queen Sets for just $298.99. Plus get 0% APR for 60 months. Only at Mattress Firm.
You don't compromise, and you're never willing to settle. So why are you wearing glasses with just any progressive lenses? See the difference with Verilux. The only progressive lens brand with lenses designed using wave technology. Enjoy smooth transitions and sharp vision at any distance. See your eye care professional about Verilux, the #1 progressive lens brand. Ask for Verilux. Never compromise your vision.
Now save $30 on Verilux when you combine with Crizal and Transitions lenses.
Title Max got your money, your money, your money, your real money.
Title Max could turn your title into real money. We're talking 1, 5, even 10,000.
Your real money.
Title Max takes any make, any model, any year. All it takes now is a title and ID, and you're approved.
Your real money.
Bring your car title to Title Max, and you too will say, I got my title back with Title Max.
Title Max got your money, your money, your real money.
At Mattress Firm, we help our customers sleep happy. But people don't just like to sleep in bed. They like to sit up and read.
Save a 5 adjustable bases from Tempur-Pedic and Night Comfort. Plus 0% APR. Mattress Firm.
It's exciting. You see, we reinvent ourselves all the time. We're never satisfied. We're like the unsatisfied engineer who's always got a better idea around the corner.
Yep, he knew what he was talking about. That's inventor and entrepreneur James Dyson. When he was here in Studio 57, that was back in January. Well, this morning in Tokyo, Mr. Dyson unveiled its newest innovation, a vacuum cleaner. You are seeing it first on CBS this morning. Look at this. More than 200 years. Sitting here to come. It's got a camera on top. It sees in all directions at the same time. The tank trucks keep the vacuum from getting stuck. So you can schedule your robot to clean with your smartphone, and when the battery's low, it docks itself and recharges. The 360i goes on sale next year in Japan. No word yet on the price. That's a big question. How much is it going to be? But I love a vacuum that I can watch do the work.
And
I like that.
Our appliances can communicate with each other, get to know each other. The scares in the air for 3 commercial airliners. The pilots each reported bird strikes yesterday while approaching New York's LaGuardia Airport. This morning, there's a new call to address what one report says is an increasing danger. Jeff Pegues is in Queens, New York, where bird strikes first captured the nation's attention 5 years ago. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning. These bird strikes can cause loss of life and serious damage to planes. The LaGuardia Airport has seen its share of them over the years. Because it's located on the water, there is a large population of geese here. But these bird strikes are happening at airports across the country. The first reported bird strike came just after 7 a.m. as an express jet plane was coming in for a landing on runway 31. Then at 8:53, another express jet reported striking a bird while taxiing after landing on the same runway. Less than 3 hours later at 11:15 a.m., a pilot of an Air Canada jet reported a third strike 12 miles northeast of the airport. It's just the latest example of a dangerous and potentially deadly aviation hazard. Earlier this year, a pilot struck a bird near the runway in Fort Myers, Florida. And in March, another incident on a flight heading to West Palm Beach. In January of 2009, when Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger struck a flock of geese shortly after takeoff from LaGuardia Airport, with the engines disabled, he guided the U.S. Airways plane to safety in New York's Hudson River.
Even though awareness of the bird strike problem has increased greatly in the last several years, there's still much more work to be done.
According to a recent FAA report, the number of strikes annually has increased from nearly 1,900 in 1990 to a record 11,315 last year. But the number of bird strikes in close proximity to airports and strikes which have damaged planes have decreased, in part because of efforts to clear birds out of the paths of planes. But animal rights groups question the methods being used to clear aviation paths.
The focus really needs to be on non-lethal alternatives.
And we're not seeing that. We're not seeing radar technology being implemented. There's really a lot of room for improvement.
The FAA says it is aggressively researching this issue and testing radar technology that actually tracks birds near airports. By the way, the Department of Agriculture says it's actually deer strikes against planes that cause the most damage to planes taking off and landing. Charlie?
Yes, flying deer.
What did you say? Okay.
The reindeer.
I've never heard of it. All right, Jane. I've never heard of a deer strike on a plane. Have you?
I assume that they just outrun the plane as it's taken off.
All right. I don't like that either.
Let's turn to this. Samsung wants to rule the electronic Galaxy. High-tech columnist Molly Wood is in our Toyota green room, and she'll look at the new Galaxy Curve phone, a virtual reality headset, and much more. And that's next on CBS This Morning.
This portion of CBS This Morning is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places.
14 years to the day, we got our first Prius. Sometimes the most daring ideas are the ones you can count on the most. The Prius. Toyota. Let's go places.
Awesome! I've been Claritin Clear for 8 days.
At the first sign of your allergies, doctors recommend taking 1 Claritin every day of your allergy season for continuous relief.
21 days. 14 days of continuous relief.
Live Claritin Clear every day.
Hello. 3 grams daily of beta-glucan, a soluble fiber from a whole grain oat food like Cheerios, can help lower cholesterol. Thank you.
At CVS Health, we took a deep breath and made the decision to quit selling cigarettes in our CVS pharmacies. Now we invite smokers to quit too, with our comprehensive program. We just want to help everyone, everywhere, breathe a little easier. Introducing CVS Health, because health is everything.
Alicia, would you want to run for 6 term?
What? Amy Weather, Juliana Margulies returns for a new season of The Good Wife. It could win. Season premiere September 21st.
This season is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be best friends with that guy and that guy. We're gonna work so hard, our moves will have moves. I'm gonna make my mom proud. We're going all the way. But I only get to play if my coaches are heads-up football certified.
All of us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America are proud supporters of Stand Up to Cancer's pursuit of innovative treatment options that move us more quickly from the laboratory to the patient's bedside.
Watch Stand Up to Cancer, Friday night at 7.
Real members are saving real money on auto insurance through AAA.
I was pretty shocked to find out that I was going to save $400 with AAA. I thought that it was going to be much more expensive.
With AAA, I'd save $300 a year. $200 goes a long way, especially in this economy.
When you're trying to raise a family, and especially a family of 5, and in this economy, it's really nice to be able to save.
At AAA, saving money matters to our members, so it matters to us. Switch, and you could save up to $369 on auto insurance. That could be hundreds better than State Farm, Farmers, even Allstate.
I have my house insurance, I have my car insurance. It was a no-brainer for me to go with AAA.
Oh, I love AAA so much because it's enabled us to do other things with that money.
With AAA, we love the customer service.
And the price.
I'm glad I switched. What are you waiting for? Join the thousands who are saving. Call 888-235-9651 for your free quote. AAA Insurance. So easy, so smart, so switch.
Register to win tickets to this Dallas Cowboys home game. Log on to CBSDFW.com to enter. Sponsored by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
This program on CBS 11 is sponsored by WGU Texas, the online university for Texas.
Reviews are coming in this morning after Samsung's big product launch. The company unveiled 3 devices Wednesday. There are 2 new versions of the popular Galaxy Note smartphones. One has a wraparound screen.
All right. Samsung also rolled out a new virtual reality headset. This comes ahead of Apple's announcement on Tuesday. Bollywood is a personal tech column from the New York Times. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to
Just
be here.
show us what Galaxy's doing.
Exactly. I brought the toys. So Samsung really took this opportunity on the cusp of Apple maybe announcing a bigger phone next week. Samsung took this opportunity to remind everyone that they really pioneered this idea.
CBS News morning.
A phone that's as big as a tablet. So this is the fourth version of their Note phone, which has been around for a while, and it's a 5.7-inch screen. You can use it to. Gail was wondering if you can talk on it. Yeah. So they announced the fourth version, but they also, Samsung is a design-oriented company, and so they kind of introduced this new model that also has this wraparound screen. There are actually two touch screens on here, and you can sort of customize this with other kind of elements. I need to try it out and see if it'll be interesting or not, but it was a good time for Samsung. But I like Charlie, what the guy in Samsung said, Philip, who's in the green room, said, it's not just pretty, it's functional too. Yeah. Because one feature he pointed out was the alarm clock, which I did think was very cool. It does. It has a nighttime alarm clock, and so you can see when it's actually sitting on a table, if there were sort of dim numbers here in an alarm clock, it's actually quite useful.
So, I just think it's funny that big is more popular now.
It is a really interesting trend, and it's very popular. In fact, in Asian countries in particular, phablets outsell smaller phones. There's a ton of research to suggest that people, browsing on a 4-inch device, which is the size of the iPhone, is down 11% from last year, according to Adobe. People really want these bigger phones because you can do more.
So they want something bigger so they don't have to have a tablet.
Exactly. I think that, we got tired of carrying a laptop, a tablet, and a phone in a bag or for business travel.
What about the mini iPad? That was too small. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's too big.
It's a good size, but if I have a phone that's this big, I don't need that. And for me, I'd rather have a bigger phone than a smaller tablet because this is an all-in-one device.
Everybody wants one device.
Exactly.
And so what will this do to the competition with Apple? Because they're coming out with their big announcement in a week or so.
Yeah, so it was good timing for Samsung to announce something early, to say we have a brand new big phone. And Samsung and Apple are the two big competitors in the smartphone race right now. And so if Apple does come out with bigger phones as we expect, then I think we'll have a real horse race.
Do we expect anything else from Apple?
There's a lot of rumors that we may finally see the smartwatch, the new kind of wearable device from Apple.
And Samsung said we did that too.
And Samsung said we did that too. We're on our fourth version of that too.
We did that too. Thank you, Molly. A leading sportswear maker is betting on strong women to beef up the brand. Who's that? We'll explain after the break.
Tune in to Dr. Phil, weekdays at 3 on CBS 11. Sponsored locally by Tillamook Cheese. Tastes better because it's made better. See why at Tillamook.com.
Want to get that yes feeling for yourself? It's easy with Conn's Yes Money. Even when other stores say no to credit, we say yes. Just go to Cons.com to apply and get approved the very same day.
And we're up here on a Thursday edition of Cowboys This Morning, presented by SWBC Employee Benefits. I'm Chase Williams. He's Mickey Stagnola. Mickey, the most talked about 7th-round draft pick in NFL history, cut by the Rams. He lands here on the Cowboys practice squad. Of course, we're talking Michael Sam.
Yeah, and I don't know that I've ever seen this much of a promotion over a practice squad guy, not just a 7th-round draft pick, who, by the way, wouldn't have been drafted if it wasn't for compensatory picks. But again, it's the Dallas Cowboys. We know the deal with Michael Sam. And to me, the Cowboys are kind of taking this theory of leave no stone unturned to find a pass-rushing defensive end. We know that DeMarcus Lawrence is now going to miss the first 8 games of the season, and they really don't have another guy over there that's been a proven pass rusher. So if you noticed over these last couple days, they brought in LeVar Edwards, traded for a defensive end. They claimed Jack Crawford, another defensive end, released by the Oakland Raiders. So, Chase, what they're trying to do is just see if they can find somebody to get pressure on the quarterback, which wasn't one of their calling cards last year. Michael Sam, that's his calling card. The problem is, and the reason he's still on a practice squad, is because he's kind of one-dimensional. He doesn't play the run all that well, and he's not really a special teamer.
Well, there is a lot that comes along with him, but this is an inexpensive way to see if he can fit into this Dallas Cowboys defense.
Right, basically getting a free look on the practice squad. Guys make If you were on the regular 53-man roster, that's $25,000. For Mickey Fagnola, I'm Chase Williams. Have a good day from us here on Cowboys This Morning.
After I rebuild my strength, I would roll up an 8-story parking garage, spending hours going up the ramps. With each floor, it got harder and harder, but I wouldn't quit. Just one more, I tell myself, just one more. I see life that way. And it's how I'll govern Texas. To get up, we must push ourselves to do just one more.
Feel the energy of the fans. Feed the passion in every play. Fuel the power of the team. Your 2014 Dallas Cowboys host the Giants, 49ers, Texans, Saints, and more. Tackle left side, Dez. Touchdown, Dez Bryant. Single game tickets as low as $29 are on sale now. Get your tickets before they're gone. Visit DallasCowboys.com or call 800-745-3000.
It's the final days of Mattress Firm's Labor Day sale. Don't miss the biggest sale of the year where all mattresses are still on sale. Like Sealy Firm Queen Sets for just $298.99. Plus get 0% APR for 60 months. Only at Mattress Firm.
They're North Texans making a positive difference, helping others, and inspiring our community. Texans with character. See their stories Fridays on CBS 11 News This Morning.
Sponsored by Frost. Visit frostbank.com.
Departure, arrival, check in, explore, new places, new spaces, dig in, laugh, savor, unwind. Book our bed and breakfast deal and be a weekender at Hilton Garden Inn.
At Mattress Firm, we help our customers sleep happy. But people don't just like to sleep in bed. They like to sit up and read.
Save up to $500 on adjustable bases from Tempur-Pedic and iComfort. Plus 0% APR. Mattress Firm.
You can stay home and still see the hottest bands in the Lone Star State. Tune in to Chevy's Texas Music Scene.
Sunday at 9, must be TXA 21.
Madam Secretary, we have a problem. Just fire the rubble.
Just been got it.
Just a record.
What's the problem?
I've picked up on this. I'm not the only person.
Sending forces is tantamount to an act of war.
The point is not to let it get to that. I came here to do the job that you said only I could do. I don't.
Traffic expert Whitney Droland, mornings on CBS 11 News.
Walking on sunshine, that's how we feel around here a lot of days. Welcome back to CBS This Morning. Coming up in this half hour, duty, honor, and style. Service women strut their stuff and get makeovers from some of fashion's biggest names. See how that's helping them make the transition back to civilian life.
Plus, he is the most influential writer in the English language, so how did William Shakespeare's most important work end up so far from home? Only on CBS This Morning, an inside look at the Price's collection. That's ahead.
Right now, it's time to show you some of this morning's headlines from around the globe. The Washington Post looks at why more women get Alzheimer's disease than men. A recent study finds women make up 2/3 of the victims. It's not just because men don't live as long as women, but that women are more likely to have limited education or suffer depression, putting them at higher risk for dementia.
The Huffington Post says mothers who support tougher gun control are calling out the Kroger's grocery stores. Ads from an advocacy group appeared today in half a dozen newspapers. They show people doing things banned inside Kroger's, like standing on the skateboard, going shirtless, that's attractive, or eating ice cream. The group wants Kroger's to stop allowing customers to openly carry firearms. Kroger says it trusts that its shoppers will act responsibly.
British Telegraph updates a story we've been reporting. A young boy battling a brain tumor has been reunited with his parents. Brett and Nagma King visited 5-year-old Asha at a hospital in Spain. They took him from a British hospital against doctors' advice for more aggressive treatment. They were briefly charged with child cruelty. The parents met with reporters yesterday. They were released from a Spanish jail Tuesday after the charges were dropped.
Forbes looks at the highest paid actresses on television in the past year. The top earner for the third year in a row, Sofia Vergara from Modern Family with $37 million. Number two, Mariska Hargitay. Actresses from CBS shows are high on the list. Of the Theory with $11 million. Other top earners, Juliana Margulies of The Good Wife and Colby Smulders of How to Mother. New tells a very colorful story of a very colorful woman. She's accused of stealing makeup. This is 31-year-old Brandy Allen. She was arrested this week in Arkansas. Police say she stuffed $144 worth of eyeshadow in her bag. I guess she used it on her face, too. When they questioned her, Allen apparently ran her fingers over the tops to make them appear used. She is out on bond this morning. Girl power is growing up fast in the world of advertising. As the new face of sports clothing giant Under Armour, Gisele Bündchen acts strong and athletic. In a new ad this morning, she hits back against online critics. Empowering women is an effective message. Case in point, Procter & Gamble's Always brand. Its campaign redefines the phrase, like a girl. Show me what it looks like to run like a girl. Throw like a girl. Fight like a girl. What does it mean to you when I say run like a girl?
It means run fast as you can.
Other big brands like Pantene and Verizon are also capitalizing on the movement. It's part of the cover story of the current issue of Advertising Age, written by Deputy Managing Editor Natalie Zamuda. And thank you for being here. What, after all these years, is bringing female empowerment back in the marketing world?
There's a lot of things going on. We've got more women in leadership positions, so more women at these companies are leading the marketing messages. Social media marketers are, they're going to hear from consumers if they put a really sexist, terrible ad out there, but they're also going to hear if they put a really great, empowering ad out there. And then let's just call it the lean-in phenomenon. 71 weeks at the top, on the New York Times bestseller list, and that book and Sheryl Sandberg have really turbocharged this conversation around women.
Did she turbocharge it or catch a current? Is there a zeitgeist thing happening?
Well, it's hard to say. Chicken, egg. But, yeah, she's...
Chicken, egg?
Yeah, there you go. But it's really, it's really put women into the conversation, and there's a lot going on culturally, I think.
Why is using Gisele so effective? Because I'm thinking, no matter how many Under Armour clothes I wear, I am not going to look like her. But still, it's an effective thing to use her, is it not? Because I look at her and go, wow.
So the campaign is I will what I want. And the idea being that, women are, Under Armour feels like women have arrived. It doesn't need to be a feminist message. It's about women living life on their own terms. And Gisele is so, she's really decisive. People love her and people hate her and people love to hate her. And so this campaign, putting her at the forefront, is really it's going to get a lot of attention.
And it's not just the think pink thing. It's not that, right?
No, it's, and Under Armour learned their lessons. They back in, 10 years ago, 2003, they tried to do their first line for women. A bunch of men sat around the table and said, let's shrink it and pink it. And it was a disaster. And they panned it. They never sent it out to retailers. And now they've got a lot of really smart women leading marketing, leading design.
Very smart.
And now look at where they are.
I think it's interesting how many times you have used the word women, and yet we're talking about girl power.
Yes. Well, feminism, it's the other F word. Marketers do not want to say we're feminist. It's a really misunderstood word. There's a study that I looked at that only 14% of people, not just women, think feminism is a compliment. And when you ask, in a survey, only 1 in 4 will say I'm feminist. But then when you ask those same people and you define the word, it jumps up to 60%.
And everybody agrees on empower.
Exactly. Exactly.
It used to be a negative when you said throw like a girl, and then you meet Monet.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, I want to throw like a girl. So
Throw like Monet.
Yeah, throw like Monet. So the whole dynamic has really changed these days in a good way.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and Always specifically, a lot of consumer research from all of these brands, whether it's Always or Pantene or Verizon, they're looking at, what's going on culturally, and there's a lot of consumer research that says empowerment sells. And so they're creating these campaigns that are really touching on a lot of things going on right now.
It could be against empowerment.
Exactly.
That's right, of any kind. You're right. Natalie, good to see you.
Thanks
for coming. And we found another example of strong women at New York's Fashion Week. The shows officially began this morning, but last night, Lee Woodruff was on the case. She went to a special preview where some of America's bravest women proved they can march in any formation. I like that. Lee, good morning.
That's right, Gail. Ahead of the world's biggest fashion houses debuting their new collections, 14 American heroes took the runway by storm last night. At a New York City fashion show last night, the ladies strutting down the runway were not supermodels, but we might call them role models. The fashion show featured 14 women with some military might. Many served in combat in Iraq and Afghanistan. Some are veterans, some still on active duty. Lacey Steppley and Kelly Smith are military pilots and sisters.
What does it mean that Fashion Week chose this cause to really highlight what female veterans have done?
You want to be able to serve your country as a service member, as a veteran. That's something that's in your heart. But that doesn't mean that you always want to have slicked back hair and no makeup and boring fingernail polish. Designers like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, and Betsy Johnson donated dresses for the runway show. All designed to bring awareness to veterans' struggle to transition from military life to civilian. Lacey retired from her position as an Army helicopter pilot in 2012.
What's the hardest part about the transition, especially as a woman?
It's your job, it's your identity, it's who you are for a really long time. And when you get out, you lose that. And you have to start from scratch. For women more accustomed to combat boots than cocktail dresses, they appreciated the catwalk lesson from supermodel and Victoria's Secret angel, Hillary Rhoda. Easy enough. Yeah, until I put the heels on.
The advice that I gave them was just to have fun and really enjoy the moment.
Makeup artist Bobbi Brown chose this runway show as her only event during Fashion Week.
So much about how you look is how you feel, and so much about how you feel is how you look. Makeup and, concealer and getting your hair done makes you feel better. It gives you more confidence.
Kelly, let me get this straight. You are not at all going into war, hanging out with the guys in the squadron, not a big deal, but walking down the runway, that's going to be the thing that scares you.
Even just sitting here while he's pinning my hair, I was sitting there going, trying to talk myself down, like, all right, you just got back from Kuwait. You just had to deal with flying into Iraq. You can walk 50 feet and turn around and come back. But for some reason, it's so scary. But when the show began and the guns came out, these vets, more versed at taking off from a runway, seemed completely at ease, walking on one too.
And I think you're sending the message that just because you're in combat doesn't mean you can't be sexy. I agree. I completely agree with you.
You can be girls in combat. It's after combat that we want to be pretty. With Bobbi Brown doing your makeup and the iconic model Lauren Hutton in the audience, several of the women told us that they would love to walk the runway again.
Yeah, they look so good and they seem to feel so good. And you see Bobbi Brown, who we all know is a badass in her business. Of all the things she could go to, she chose that.
And let me tell you, she said to me last night, of all of the runway shows she's ever done, nothing was like this one. They were so grateful. There were tears. They were just so excited to be there. And man, are they in shape. Did you see those guns, Charlie?
Yes, I did.
Look out.
Female empowerment.
Exactly what I was thinking.
I was thinking that too, Jane. I was thinking that too.
Go women.
That's right.
Go Vets.
You're in favor of Go Women.
Oh,
yeah, we like it. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Tomorrow, only on CBS This Morning, Lee is back again. She sits down with supermodel Amber Valletta. Her thoughts on the state of the fashion industry, motherhood, and why she took her struggle with addiction public. That's tomorrow.
And just ahead, the real-life love story that led to the greatest Shakespeare collection on Earth. We get rare access. But first, a check of your local weather.
Well, good morning. We're going to have a lot of sunshine today, and across the afternoon, we're going to have temperatures in the upper 90s. All this rich tropical moisture stays to our south. We put a slight chance of thunderstorms across the southern tier, but this cold front that we see across the northern plains will be here this weekend. But until then, upper 90s, both today and tomorrow, and then the front arrives midday on Saturday with a 30% chance of thunderstorms, a 20% chance on Sunday, a little cooler.
CBS 11, your official Cowboys station.
It's held over, the Lazy Boy Labor Day sale, where you'll find amazing savings throughout the store on a great-looking selection of recliners, chairs, sofas, and more. Plus special financing available. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
When you're hungry, here's a little trick. Jump in the car and hit a golden chick.
Try the Golden Chick 3-piece combo meal. Golden roast or fried with your choice of side, a hot yeast roll, and a 32-ounce drink.
Golden chick.
Many men and women are feeling tired, moody, having difficulty sleeping, gaining weight, and have no desire for intimacy or exercise.
You'll be happy to learn there's an exciting natural solution available. BioT. These symptoms can be caused by reduced levels of hormone behavior.
BioT offers a natural solution to safely and accurately balance hormone levels using tiny cardio-activated pellets. Go to biotmedical.com to find a certified BioT medical provider near you. It's the right choice.
When you're getting a home loan, it's like getting financially naked in front of somebody. Fill up here, you got a home loan with TexasFund.com.
I did.
You had to get financially naked in front of Brad Cook, our loan officer.
Yes, I sure did.
He got you approved for a $0 loan.
Certainly did.
He must have liked what he saw.
I would say so.
Yeah. Philip is clearly a very strong man. If you think you got what it takes for a home loan, call TexasFund.com today. We got him.
When you think mortgage, with TexasLending.com. I do the friend I have for you.
A gift he always had.
Sing songs, write songs. That's all I want to do.
A secret he never knew.
He has a right to know who he is.
A destiny he couldn't deny. This is what you really want.
If he is in your dreams, nothing can stand against him.
I want you to be proud of me, Mom. The Identical, rated PG, in theaters tomorrow.
When you're battling cancer, you pray for a cure. But Greg Abbott did his best to keep my prayers from being answered.
Greg Abbott was charged with overseeing the State Cancer Research Fund, but he let his wealthiest donors take tens of millions in taxpayer dollars without proper oversight.
They showered Abbott with gifts and free vacations, and they made off with money that was meant to find a cure. I pray that Greg Abbott never becomes our governor.
All of us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America are proud supporters of Stand Up to Cancer's pursuit of innovative treatment options that move us more quickly from the laboratory to the patient's bedside.
Watch Stand Up to Cancer, Friday night at 7.
It's held over, the Lazy Boy Labor Day sale, where you'll find amazing savings throughout the store on a great-looking selection of recliners, chairs, sofas, and more. Plus special financing available. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
This year marks the 450th birthday of William Shakespeare. His most important work does not reside in his home country of England. It is housed across the pond in Washington, just blocks from the U.S. Capitol. Juliana Goldman is inside the theater at the Folger Shakespeare Library with a story you'll see only on CBS This Morning. Juliana, good morning.
Good morning. When you think of the greatest sights of Washington, D.C., you think of the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument. You don't often think of Shakespeare. But this isn't just a theater. This building is a treasure trove that's brought the man known as the Bard of Avon into the homes of millions of people.
Romeo. Oh, Romeo.
It's possibly the most famous love story in literature, William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
I never saw true beauty till this night.
Just one of countless spins on the master playwright's iconic body of work, the largest collection of which is housed at the Folger Shakespeare Library in Washington, D.C.
In a way, he's part of our DNA as speakers of English.
Michael Whitmore is the director.
So many of the things that we think of as smart or beautiful things to say in English are things that Shakespeare English do.
Today, I'll not budge an inch. What's done is done. All lines from Shakespeare plays that we know today, in large part because of a book published nearly 400 years ago, titled The First Folio. Copies are so rare and valuable that the Folger keeps them 2 stories below ground in the vault.
Happy.
An ultra-secure, climate-controlled, restricted to please only.
Here it is. All published in 1623, probably the most studied book ever printed in English, and easily one of the most influential.
Without the first folio, plays like Julius Caesar and Macbeth would have been lost to history. The Folger holds 82, the most in the world. One sold at auction in 2001 for more than $6 million. The library also houses some of the English Renaissance's greatest artifacts. There's Henry VIII's copy of Cicero that he had as a boy.
Here he's written, "This book is mine, Prince Henry."
Wow.
And that is his signature there.
A velvet-covered Bible that belonged to Queen Elizabeth I.
This is a Bible that is fit for a monarch.
Fit for a queen.
Fit for a queen.
And Walt Whitman's book of Shakespeare poems that he kept in his pocket.
What's so beautiful about this book is that Whitman signed it.
As good luck would have it, we have Henry and Emily Folger to thank for the collection. Henry Folger made his fortune working for Standard Oil in the early 1900s. They spent their days and nights collecting Shakespeare. Stephen Grant wrote their biography.
Is it fair to say that Henry and Emily Folger were obsessed with William Shakespeare?
Obsessed is a good word.
Today, their ashes are buried in the Folger, some 130 years after they first met in a reading club.
Henry and Emily loved each other. They both loved Shakespeare. I look at this as the greatest ménage à trois in Anglo-American literary history.
And if you're wondering why the Folger ended up in D.C., well, one reason was money. It was considerably cheaper to buy land and to build in D.C. than it was in New York. Also, the price of First Folio, it's gone up over the years. In 1903, Henry Folger paid just $48,000. So Gail, all's well that ends well.
Nicely done, Juliana. I like what's done is done. Had no idea that existed, so next time you're in D.C., you have something else to do. If it seems like the world's moving faster these days, it is not your imagination. There's an app for that. We'll be right back.
Fade to black. Switch.
More real news. That's our promise to you. CBS This Morning. We all have a unique story to tell, and at CBS 11 News, we pride ourselves on knowing when to stop and just listen. Smart, relevant, original storytelling, coverage you can count on. CBS 11 News.
It's the final days of Mattress Firm's Labor Day sale. Don't miss the biggest sale of the year where all mattresses are still on sale, like Sealy Firm Queen Sets for just $298.99. Plus get 0% APR for 60 months, only at Mattress Firm.
Once upon a time, microbiologist Dr. Shiroda combined his unique probiotic bacteria with delicious ingredients to create Yakult. Now, millions of families help balance their digestive systems with Yakult every day.
There are still companies that believe completely in American craftsmanship. Companies that believe quality, comfort, and attention to detail are best created right here in America. For almost 4 decades, San Antonio Shoemakers has crafted shoes to perfectly fit your feet and your life. Come in and experience the pure comfort of genuine leather and cushioned soles in a broad range of sizes. See the amazing styles and world-class comfort now at San Antonio Shoemakers. 12 Dallas-Fort Worth area locations.
Get on your feet, North Texas. Because the Cowboys are flying high on CBS 11. Know your team. Go inside the Star and get the scoop straight from the top. It's special edition Saturdays at 10:35 p.m. Then dive deep into the X's and O's with the head coach of America's team, the Jason Garrett Show, Saturdays at 11:05. So stand up and shout for the Cowboys, only on CBS 11, your official Cowboys station.
I gotta have that bag. Italian leather for an amazing deal. How much you stores to amazing ways to score. TJ Maxx and Marshalls.
Big Town is back. Don't miss Premier Gun Shows at Big Town this weekend. Big Town is back with over 700 tables of guns, knives, ammo, and accessories. Call 817-732-1194 or visit BigTownGunShow.com.
At Mattress Firm, we help our customers sleep happy. But people don't just like to sleep in bed. They like to sit up and read.
Save up to $500 on adjustable bases from Tempur-Pedic and iComfort, plus 0% APR. Mattress Firm.
The Price is Right is searching for its next male model. We're coming to Dallas AT&T Performing Arts Center September 7th. So if you or someone you know have what it takes, come on down to audition between 10 and 3. To apply, go to pricesright.com for details.
Instagram's new video app, very cool. It's called Hyperlapse. It's catching on at dizzying speeds. One man used it for a fast bike trip through Melbourne, Australia. Another amped up his London commute. There you go. And even the bison don't slow down. Look at that. A National Geographic photographer. I like how you laugh, Jane. The White House used Hyperlapse to give a 15-second tour. Over 200,000 Hyperlapse videos have been uploaded. They're on Instagram. Jane, by the end of the day, Charlie Rose will have one.
I love that. Yeah. That does it. We'll see you tomorrow on CBS This Morning.
If you're looking for the latest fall boots and shoes for a fraction of what you pay elsewhere, you gotta go to Ross. You'll find an incredible selection of the top brands, like these boots, $54 at department stores. But if you want them for less than $25, you gotta go to Ross.
It's the final days of Mattress Firm's Labor Day sale. Don't miss your last chance to save during the biggest sale of the year, where all mattresses are still on sale. Through Sunday, Sealy Firm Queen Sets are just $298.99. Only Mattress Firm guarantees our lowest price, or your mattress is free. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic Beauty Rest iComfort. So don't miss the days of the biggest Labor Day sale ever. Now through Sunday, only at Mattress Firm.
The ATS is more than a validation of your achievements. It's a powerful reflection of your drive to succeed. You don't need anyone to tell you that success is yours, because you're busy seizing it, drafting it, tuning it, making it. The new 2015 Cadillac ATS.
Lease this 2014 ATS for around $299 a month. Visit your Cadillac dealer for details.
Time to turn off the TV. It's now 8:53 a.m. I'll turn this off for now.